Hello, my name's Kenny Ashley. I appreciate you joining me again today. Today, I want to give you my take on the book called The Shack by Paul Young, and also about the movie. I want to give you a little background about me, and so you can kind of understand where I'm coming from. I'm going to try to be brief here. In 2007, I took a bunch of kids off as a youth pastor to Myrtle Beach. And we did a little thing that we call Lay Aside Every Weight. It was about forgiveness, which we do on a regular basis here. And I had been a Pharisee all my life. I grew up in a very strict religious environment where it was be good or be gone, get right or get left. I lived an Old Testament Christianity where, okay, Jesus saves you, but you've got to keep the law in order to please him. And so I was in bondage most all my life because I really didn't know Jesus loved me, didn't think I was worthy for Jesus to love me because I wasn't perfect enough in my mind. I was a Pharisee. Not only was I in bondage, I attempted to put everybody I knew in bondage by the only way you're going to get God to love you is to obey him perfectly. In 2007, God came to me in a very special way on that retreat. And during that time, God said, Kenny, I'm going to show you the truth. You've tried really hard to love me, but you don't understand what that takes for me to love you. And he gave me a verse of scripture that changed my life. It was in 1 John 4:10. He said, Kenny, this is love. Not that we loved God, but that God loved us. That I love you, Kenny. You've tried to love me all your life, but you would never let me love you because you didn't trust me enough. You thought that keeping the rules was what I really wanted. I never have been into rules. I just want your trust. I just want you to trust me enough to open your arms, relax, lose control to me, and just let me love you. That happened in July of 2007. In August, I read The Shack for the first time. My good friend Mark Malden had lunch with him, and he shared with me, I've read the greatest book on grace I've ever read. I got it, and I devoured the book. For the first time in my life that I saw that really God wanted a relationship with me, that God really wasn't into the rules. He understood my pain. He understood my misery of trying to be something that I wasn't. And so The Shack literally, God used it to show me who he was. It literally transformed my life. I went from thinking God was an ogre, say, you eat the tree, I'll kill you, to I don't want you to eat that tree, it's poison for you. It changed the way I saw God. I hear so much today that it makes me sick of all the people that are running around saying, well, the Shack is not theologically sound, it's universalist, it's this, it's that. It's not really sound biblically. But I want to ask you something. Jesus wasn't very sound theologically according to the religious people of his day. The Pharisees wanted to kill him because he's healing people. There was a man with a withered hand in the synagogue when Jesus preached that the Pharisees had planted there to try to trick him into healing people on the Sabbath, which was work. You couldn't do that. That's not theologically sound. Jesus healed a blind man in John chapter 9. And the Pharisees came along and says, what's happened to you? This guy came along and touched me and now I can see. He said, and the Pharisee said, do you not know this man's a sinner? He doesn't do it our way. He said, I don't know whether he's a sinner or not. All I know is once I was blind, but now I can see. I'm like the withered hand guy. I don't know whether this guy is breaking the Sabbath or not. I really don't know. All I know is once my hand was withered and now it's not. I'm like the blind guy. I don't know whether it's theologically sound or not. All I know is that once I was blind and bound by religion and now I'm free. I see Jesus in ways I've never seen him before, and it's changed my life. Now, if that works for you, good. If it doesn't, you can do what you want to do. I just get sick and tired of hearing people going around slamming something because they don't agree with it. I used to be a doctor in police too, where I thought God had deputized me to go straighten everybody else out in the world. Now I realize that love is about freedom. If theologically sound and obeying God and being like that does it for you, wonderful. Just don't put it on me. I've learned that you don't should on people. You don't say you should do this and you should do that. That's religion and that's pharisaical. We don't do that anymore. Everybody's on their journey. Give people freedom to be where they are. If you don't like the movie, don't go see it. For some people, it changed their life. For some people, it just gives them another thing to throw off on. God's give us freedom. You just do what you feel like God leading you to do. And let everybody be where they are on their journey. That's between them and God, not the doctrine police and you. I love you. God bless you. That's just my take on the shack. You can take that and $4 and it will buy you a cup of coffee at Starbucks. But I love you. Thanks for listening to me rant on this morning. God bless you. If you hadn't seen the movie, I suggest you to do. Not telling you how to take it. Just go see it. Let God speak to you. You have a blessed day.